There's a way whenever you go to share screen and you allow the audio.
Um, so welcome everyone. Appreciate you guys being here. So today we are going to talk about a little bit more about video and stuff and some other additional ideas and things that we can collaborate together to do some videos and to stand out utilizing video more. So I want to mute that one. So I'll share my screen here and we'll jump in on that. Interesting, I'm hoping that I can see people coming in because it's like not showing the participants when I'm actually here at this one. Can you guys see my screen? I'm like, weird. All right, did you guys see the screen, Jeff? It went a second ago. Oh, we got a thumbs up by Lee. That's crazy because it's like I can't see. All right, I'll just go back in here and do that again. I'll share that screen and I'll see if this actually works, but I can't see you guys. So I'm hoping that I can. Weird. All right, that's a little bit strange to me. I don't. Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Now that just kind of jumped that direction. All right, that was really, really weird. Now it just populated you guys back in there. Cancel. And I want. All right, well, we're just going to go with that. So if you guys can hear me, see me, let's just go with this one. I can't see you, but again, why use video in your business? So I wanted to share this with you guys in regards to utilizing business. If you want to connect, there's my QR codes, join on Fridays, and then there's a training request. If you have some type of training, feel free to let me know. Oops, I can see the admit, so somebody else is coming in. So good. I'll have to look down there at the bottom. That's so weird. It's like it's splitting the screen on me. Zoom. Maybe I could just leave you guys like right here over there, and then I can do that. Did your guys video can you guys still see the whole screen, Jeff? Everything good there?
We can see you. I can see you, but I didn't see your code, your not barcode, that code that you usually put up. You just said you put up. I did
All
not
right.
see.
All right. So I'm going to share that screen again because it kind of went and did something strange. I'll just go with this. You guys should see it
But
now, but
yes, thank you.
I just can't see you guys. So we'll just go with it. All right, so there's my code. So if anybody wants a training request, let's connect. But a shifting market will require more communication. I've had, I do a lot of communication through video. I feel that it works really well. Here is somebody that sent me this little email. This was a review. It says, I called Eric because I had a house on the market with another agent that was not selling. He offered to take a look at my home online to get back to me with his analysis. He replied, is why I'm writing this review. Within an hour after speaking with him, he sent a personal video evaluating my home, breaking down all the keys that encourage the buyers reviewing, comparing the recent houses sold, comps area, etc. So, the video just really works really well. And so it really allows me, I'm not a very quick typer. And so, you just get a little bit different personality, and I'm going to show you just kind of some ideas of, maybe this is a recap for some of you that have gone through this class before. Body language, 38% tone and voice, and 7% words. So it's really kind of comes down to really not really the words that you say, it's your body language, or you can kind of talk and get a feel and speaking with them via a video that they can kind of see you a little bit more. I really feel with the situation that we're having with the NAR ruling and stuff, with the buyers and how this is going to be happening, being required to send a buyer broker or sign a buyer broker agreement that's going to be happening soon. I will share with you my buyer broker kind of extension that I'm actually going to show with, which is a little bit more, which I'm going to show you a little, a couple of clips of that while we're putting together. But this basically is, these are buyer consultations, and I've been doing them for the last maybe 2.5 years, that I'm jumping on the on a Zillow a Zoom call, and actually jumping on and actually getting to know them and sharing and showing the map of kind of where my people are, or where they want to be and where they want to live. I had somebody that called me this morning and says, hey, I want to be up in the country, out on some acreage. I don't want to see any people, don't know neighbors, but I also don't want to be in the fire zone, and I don't want to pay heavy fire insurance. I'm like, okay, that's totally opposite. So now it's my job. I schedule the Zoom, that we're going to jump on a Zoom and actually go, okay, let me share with you what this means of where you need to be for what forested areas and for different zones and stuff. So you can build this communication and connection. So we're going to be asking some individual buyers to be signing a buyer broker agreement that we've never really met. And just remind everybody to mute you guys, if you guys can mute there. Oh, I have somebody. So I'm glad I went back and looked, because there's Jennifer's trying to come in here too, and I didn't notice that she's there. I'll leave that screen maybe right there, if that's not in your way. All right. So basically what we've got is that it's an opportunity to build that relationship and have a connection. So then when you go back and ask them for a buyer broker agreement, then they understand what that is. And my buyer broker agreement will be the same that everybody else has, but I'm adding things to it, but I'm going to be explaining it through video of what the importance of why Jeff should work with me, why Jennifer should work with me as a buyer's agent. So can you imagine how much easier that's going to be? Then you send that little video over, or send over the DocuSign to the buyer broker agreement. Then they understand what that is, because they can see you talking, they trust you, they understand kind of what we're trying to do. So that's my goal, is to put that video together and share that with you, because here is my commitment that I will be just going over. So basically what I'm going to do is just do a video, and I'll have this buyer broker agreement, the California forms. I'll go over that with them. And then I'm also going to share my commitment to them about other additional things that that you can do. You've got somewhere in here, there's like what is it, 72 thing, 105. There's like 105 things that CAR or NAR, this is from NAR, that you guys can add to it. So you guys can add more things to it if you so wish to add, of what you want to like show, and of what working with you will do. So that's going to be important. Here's like page 2. We're doing some different perks and doing kind of breaking this out. So I will share this with you when I get it done, and you guys could work with that. I'm having marketing just do it for me. Prisma's doing it. So, and I took this from another office, or an agent that said, please take it. It's a group that I associate with on Facebook, and they just said, please take this and move with it. So I changed and tweaked it a little bit to be mine, and I'm changing my little perks to be a little bit different, but it's kind of the same there. So this is going to be probably our very large, most important one, is to actually start building relationships with a buyer, to be able to get them to sign that broker agreement. And I was with them. It was a 2-hour-long listing presentation last night, which was really fun. And we literally spent 20-30 minutes just discussing what the changes that are requiring us to do, because she was fascinated about understanding kind of what that is. And I kind of thought to myself that, do you know how when we go in for listing presentations and we say that we need a 6-month, it's traditionally a 6-month listing agreement. Well, I know Dan brought this up before too, is that when we have these buyer broker agreements, that maybe a buyer is only going to want to sign it with you for 7 days. Or you might say, well, my normal buyer broker agreement is 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. What are you guys going to feel like you're going to be able to get them to sign? And so this is something where I think by doing video, you should at least be able to get to a 3-month buyer broker agreement, or have a plan set, so they don't come back to you and say, hey, Kurt, I like you, but why don't we just do it for a week to see if we work together? Now, again, if I don't like Kurt and Kurt doesn't like me, then why am I going to want to be stuck into a buyer broker agreement? So it's just, important. But I know there's several buyers right now that have been probably a year dragging me around, looking at homes often. I'm thinking it's time to sign something before they go off and buy something with someone else. So those who just jumped in, these are my additional buyer broker commitment agreements that I'm putting together for my stuff to add that to it. So things that set you apart. I do any of the videos that I send out for an offer or a listing agreement. I think I've shared with a lot of people that I don't meet a lot of my sellers. I think we probably have, I don't know, 5 or 6 that are coming that I've never met them because they're out of state or, found me online and just looking to sell a family property or a distressed or a probate situation or something. And so, how do you just say, I'm going to send over old school? I used to just say, I'm going to send over the contract to you on DocuSign. Give me a call and we can go over the contract. And then you're on the phone. You can't really see where they're at. If they're on page 1, are they on disclosure, just on disclosure of agency? Because, page 1 is not page 1 of the contract. Page 1 on a DocuSign is probably, it doesn't correlate. So you're always sitting there going, okay, where are you at? What do you see on the top of the page? So you're taking like 25 to 30 minutes going over, which is okay. If they want to do it, that's fine. But what I do is I actually just open up their document and I'll say 3 ways to represent a buyer and the seller in the state of California. I'll go over this. I'll go over commission. I'll go over just basic highlights of that listing agreement, highlights of the offer. And then I'll say there's a PDF copy attached for your records down below. Feel free to open that up, print it, look at it, review it. If you have questions, let me know. And I'm also going to be sending you over a DocuSign in just a few moments. And probably about 25 to 30 minutes later, I just get the DocuSign back signed, ready to go without me having to spend the 25 or 30 minute kind of going through. This is Jackie Crowley. I don't know if you need to answer it, but go ahead. She is Jackie Crowley, I think is Auburn Ravine, I think. Yeah. All right. Thank you. All right. So that one is what I do there. Now, what I do a little extra though, too, which I think that is important is when I actually present an offer to another agent for my client, I actually recorded a little bit too, much shorter video, but I'm explaining a little bit about who the client is. And I'm kind of going through some highlights of the price, the signed arbitration mediation, the cash offer, non-cash offer, kind of just to have an explanation about that offer. And I've gotten huge kudos by other agents saying, wow, that's just amazing. Thank you so much. That just sets you completely apart. So that's what I do there. I also do my market analysis from the sellers that I don't meet, and I'll go through, I'll just go right through the, the cloud CMA and actually show and go over the comparables. And it takes, I would say my offer video is probably about 7 to 10 minutes. And my listing one is probably 3 to 5 minutes. And my market analysis one could go up to 7 to 10 to 12 minutes on this one, depending on how many I'm going over. So, but that's a lot better and easier. That way that people can pause it, read it, look at it, versus me spending 30 minutes on the phone to 45 minutes on the phone going over what page they're on and kind of going over the contract without them seeing it. So it's a little bit easier, a little bit nicer. So I use that. This is when when Select came in and actually interviewed me or did something, and they put I did something, I don't know what it was, but just I use BombBomb. You can use Loom. There's a video link right here that goes into BombBomb, which is an affiliate link. So you're welcome to explore it, look at it, because when you're inside your emails, you actually totally can just, I don't know if I could probably go here, but if I just go compose, I can just go compose right here, and BombBomb logos right here. And I can just click this little logo right here, and I can put in a video that's a pre-recorded video that I already done. I can actually track it and see who actually opened my video, and I can actually put snippets and little small things with the videos, or I just record a new one. I can record one that just is my little face, or I can record the screen. So I communicate. I think I did got two leads this morning from sellers that I've already done a video to them, and I do an instant video. And that's why sometimes I might have a video that's already pre-recorded for a seller or a buyer that might see me online, which is already pre-recorded. So I can just have an assistant send it if I want to just find it quickly and send it that way too. So I like to do like fun videos, like millennial only. So I'll do like market updates of what that means, and people actually open. You have better open rates when you do something kind of fun like that there too. Make sure you guys have your link tree through Instagram. So you have that all set up, so you can actually have you can add different things, my virtual magazine, explore my current listings, video, YouTube. So it's all kind of there as well. So you can kind of see that. So make sure you got that set up. These are things that utilizing video, and I go over the market updates. So Jessica puts these things together for me in regards to the Facebook, Instagram posts and kind of what's kind of going on. And so I will record a video and go over it and say, okay, I just want you to share and show them. Here's your Facebook video clicks. Here's your marketplace ads that we had clicks in here, your Instagram. This is where we're actually doing it. So a lot of times sellers, you know, and again, I want to remind you, still you need to pick up the phone, because I had a seller last night that called me, did not see my video, and I'm realizing I need to text her and tell her, did you see I just sent out a video, please look at it, let me know, because, you know, I sent this whole review of like, we need to reduce the property, restructure it a little bit differently. And she called me 2 days later thinking, oh, she must have watched my video, but she didn't. And so then I said, so I felt like I missed it, where she could have actually, I don't like when they call me and ask me what's going on. I like to be ahead of that and send them what's kind of going on, but she missed this whole video, missed all the sold and pending comparables. So call them or text them and let them know that you actually sent them, if you have somebody who may not jump on their computer as much as some others. These are like, because this is what I do with the bi-monthly reports. This is what I did for her. I jump on now. These are real easy. And those who haven't seen this is what I do. I have 3 screens. I have 3 tabs open. I get on the MLS. I'll have a tab of the active homes in our price range and area. Then I'll have the next tab is going to be the pending sales, and the next tab over is going to be the sold ones. You can put them all together, but there's no really order. Like this one looks like this one has a closed one, active one. And so there's like no real order of where those are at. So I'm bouncing around showing them, and you put this in the galley view, because I don't want to show them the other. You can click and open these, but then they're going to see, you know, who it was listed by or who sold it. So maybe that's private information, or maybe that's information you don't want to share with them of which other agency is the one that sold those. So I put in the galley view, and I just have all the active ones, and then the next one is all the pending ones and the sold ones. And I go through and I said, all right, guys, here's what we just lost. 2 weeks ago, we put the house on the market. There's no pending sales happening right now. Nothing went pending. So guess what? That means we didn't lose any buyers, because a seller's wanting to know, why is my house not selling after 2 or 3 weeks? And I will let them know and say, we haven't had anybody that's even bought a house. Or the one from last night that I talked to, I said, look, you need to go watch that video, because there's like 6 houses that just went pending, all at the 659 and 649 price point. Yes, a little bit lower price point and a little less square footage than yours. And we were at 689, and we got a 669 reduction last night on a $20,000 reduction, because we saw all these houses just went pending. They were only market 7, 10, 12 days, and they're all pending right underneath our price point. So generally, when I send this out to sellers, I generally get an email right back about maybe that day saying, hey, let's do an adjustment on our price down $5,000 or $10,000 per your suggestion. So it's just helps not having that conversation face to face going, okay, I feel like we needed to do a price adjustment. And they go, why? But now I have facts that I can back it up in a video. And so it shows, you know, it just shows that you're kind of more on top of it. So I use that to get price adjustments all the time, and it works really, really well. I do a disclosure video that is like, I go through all their disclosures. I don't have a bunch of time to go over in person, and if it needs to be in person, fine. But most of my, like then I mentioned that most of them aren't local. So oh, Jim's coming in. So sorry, Jim, I didn't mean to leave you hanging in the waiting room there for a moment. So I do the disclosures, and this one takes about maybe 7 to 10 minutes, a little bit longer. But there's, you know, my TC puts them, I think, in 2 or 3 little segments. And so when I send these disclosures over, I use a company called Glide, which basically puts them. We send the disclosures out to them, and they can fill them all out. So when I'm doing the video recording right here, I'm recording my disclosures of most of it is already, they've already seen it because they've already filled out the TD and SBQ, but then there's all these other things. So I'm sharing kind of what it is. And then can you imagine a buyer who's buying their first house here in California, and they're like seeing these disclosures? Can you really just send them and say, I'm sending you over some disclosures, call me if you have any questions? I think Dan shared that the other day, and it doesn't work. You know, that's just too much. There's too much liability of not going through them. And I think Dan shared a statistic the other day that he said that there was like 5 people that were asked about when they got disclosures and offers. And I think 3 of the people didn't even read them. One person read them thoroughly. The other person just glanced at them, but 3 people didn't even actually read them when they get DocuSigns, is what this new survey that came out. So important. So, and I don't want to get a call back, which I've got a couple callbacks and said, hey, Eric, you never brought that up to me. I went back and looked at the video when I went over the listing agreement on compensation. That's what that video was all. That's what that conversation was about. Or of a disclosure, and said, you never disclosed something to me. And there's certain highlights that I definitely go in and actually share with them. So disclosures, this is what this means. This is what this means. I go paragraph by paragraph, going through every single disclosure on what my transaction coordinator gives me. And then I send them to the buyer. And again, there's PDF copies attached inside that email as well. They say, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any additional questions, but I'm sending you over a DocuSign. We get the DocuSign sent, get signed that day or the next day. They send it over to us, but at least I feel like they watched it now because I can see if they watched the video too. And so that's important as well to understand. And that's using BombBomb. BombBomb tracks that for me. So that's important. So the video disclosures, which are great. You can actually use like like a phone. It's called Big, I think is what it's called. So it just, you can type some things in. So sometimes I put, these are my preset videos that I actually have that go out to my buyers and sellers automatically. And so I might, you can put their name on it. Hey, Jill, give me a call. And, but people open things, the open rates are a little bit higher because they see something a little bit more personal on there if they see their name on that little one too. So that's, but you just got to ask for it, ask and do some videos. So sometimes we actually put videos together for our buyers or our sellers, our past clients that I want to ask for more business. I want to say, it's been a year, whatever, or 6 months. Just want to remind you that if you have friends and family that still want to move this area, don't forget that I'm your guy. And so, people, I took this photo years ago that, it's like trying to make an ugly look, an ugly face. But, people, sometimes we have photos. There's a lot of photos where I'll show my wife and she goes, nope, erase that one, erase that one. So, but we all know what she looks like, right? But sometimes you don't want to look kind of, crazy, but people know what you sound like, what you look like. And so when you do videos that people are like going, well, I don't want to do a video, because I don't want people to, maybe I don't know, maybe I don't look good, or maybe I don't talk good or whatever. And the ones that actually get the best reviews are the ones that you kind of mess up a little bit and you just kind of leave it be and let it be natural. And so people obviously know what you look like. 70% of marketers report that videos convert higher than any other medium and marketing professionals. So as I just mentioned that seller lead came in, I instantly called that seller lead this morning, and then I followed up with a video email with some other links to some marketing videos so they actually can go watch more videos. Because yesterday, now let's see, the night before, I got a call from somebody who says, I come list my house. I want to sell my house. And I went, great. And I said, before I come tomorrow, which was last night for the 2-hour conversation we had, I said, please, before we meet, please watch I'm going to send you right now some marketing videos. And I would like you to watch those marketing videos before we meet to be able to give you an idea of what I do different than most agents. And maybe 20 minutes later, she sends an email and says, Eric, those were amazing videos. And that's great. And so then when I went last night, she was talking about, she was bringing up this other video and my food video and this tour video. And so she now subscribed, and she said, I saw your mark. So Jess, shout out to Jess here. She saw my marketing video that we just launched yesterday. And so she goes, oh, I even watched your marketing video this morning. Do you know how hard it was for me to sign a listing agreement right there with her? Zero. There was no, it was just like, where do I sign? And so that's what video, and that's what, because I already built that rapport with her to be able to understand that I'm the agent for you, and I'm here to help you get through to your next step. So I know this is important though too, that 200 to 300% in click-through rates when marketers includes a video in an email. So that's a huge difference. I mean, a big time. So there are some people with AOL addresses that you do need to let them know that, hey, I'm sending this over to you. So please look, because sometimes they may not get it because it may have some spam blocking or something. But I think 80% increase in conversions when using video on landing pages. So I thought that was great. 92% of mobile video viewers share their video with each other. So that was another statistic from BombBomb. So what are some of your challenges? Do you guys have any challenges that you guys, what you guys feel that why do you guys don't use video? Because I know Jeff's got a whole video studio going on, but what's your guys' challenges that you guys feel that you have of using video? You guys all experts?
I think video is great, and I have my marketing girl kind of working on a video this week. I'd love to do more, and I think those statistics really show that that's powerful to the consumer.
Mm-hmm. Lee, where office? Where are you from?
The Rock office in
Oh,
Reno.
nice. Oh, yeah. I love that. If you guys have not seen the Rock office, if you go and ever go like in the summit, I know several years ago, Dan would have right after the summit, he would say, all right, guys, we're all going to the Rock meeting over there. Because so if you get to get to Reno, make sure you see the Rock office. So it's pretty amazing. I love that one. Um, oh, just where I start. Where I would start is I would just take your phone. And so years ago, I have this huge bag and I see it, but it's tucked down there that I would just dump all this stuff right on my, to make a point. I have this video of what video equipment to use. And I just dumped it all on my counter. It's literally like this tall, giant pile of just microphones and other things that I've had. And where you start is literally just with your cell phone, just you and your cell phone, and you record it. Then eventually you can get a gimbal that you can actually have for a stabilization. But the videos now the cameras have so much stabilization in it, and there's some of the girls. There's a girl that I watch all the time that she sells real estate here locally, that she kind of has this shaking kind of thing, which kind of bugs me a little bit, but it's kind of a thing. I think people, just kind of a thing. But I'm driving with my phone out, doing video tours, hanging it out with a gimbal, or just hanging with my hand on my phone, just taking recording going down the street or inside. So just begin with your phone. What I would challenge people who are brand new to video is that you find someone inside your office or a relative. But I think the office is better, because then you can challenge each other and say, okay, this week I'm going to send you 3 videos and you send me back 3 videos. And so, and it, and then find, I don't care if it's somebody who's super pro at video or not, but just find someone to say, do you mind if I send you? And then you kind of play together with that. And so it could be where Teresa and I could be sending a video back and forth, and then you could critique it a little bit, and you just get more comfortable being on video, and you just send it. I think I shared this with some of you. Some of you guys are new, but I was at Costco getting on vacation, and we were down Manteca area at Great Wolf Lodge, and I had the seller that just called or had text or called. A lead came in, and so it came in. I called her, she didn't pick up, so then I went straight in and says, "Hey, I'm just at Costco picking up some food," and I recorded the video and I sent that. And a few minutes later, she texts back and says, "Oh, that was awesome. Thanks so much for the video," because it was a different response. So utilize video via phone, but if you practice a little bit just on your phone and sending that back and forth to your friends or somebody in the office is great. So Fatima, editing, editing, I like on the iPhone, because there's some of them that you actually, I put it on my tripod. You can get a little clicker if you wish. I've got like 5 or 6 of them here that you can actually click it and then have it, click on and just say, you can stand there and just click the go and it records and you're good to go. Or there's sometimes if I don't have my clicker, I just shrink the video on both sides on the video and shrink me walking up, hitting play, coming back, standing there, just shrink it right to where you go, "Hello, this is Eric Hatch." And there are different tricks and tips that you want to do for video, because you want like this hook. I know that people say, "Hey guys, it's Eric Hatch with Century 21," and swipe there, I'm done. But if you say 6 ways I'm going to share today what interest rates and how it could benefit you in buying a house today in today's market. Hey, it's Eric Hatch with Century 21. See how I hook them first? So you hook them first, then they're going to stay a little bit longer. Then you can do a little of who you are, and then get into number 1, and then start kind of going that direction. And sometimes you could say, at the very end of this video, I'm going to share a link that you're absolutely going to love, and it's my very favorite thing. And so you can kind of like, it keeps them there longer in the video as well. But editing, you can do, you could go to Fiverr.com, Fivver, if you want. That actually I used to use them all the time. I'd find somebody that will do video editing for you for probably $5 to $15. They could put it to music if you want as well. Or you can have, like I think Lee said, he's got a marketing person, or you can hire somebody just local here to do it. But Fiverr, it's like outsourcing people from all over the world that you can help and assist them earn a little bit of income and actually be more affordable for you as well. So that's what I would do there too. And Lindsay says, "I do video text message and say hello, happy anniversary to keep in touch." I think that's fantastic. And I think that we need to do more of that for your anniversaries, for your birthdays, for your past clients. I think still speaking to them is great, but at the same time, if they just get a video from you, often, because BombBomb, Lindsay, actually allows you to put in an automatic video. So I redo my birthday video every year, and I plug it into BombBomb, and I plug it into all of the birthdays, because you can put the birthdays in, and the CMA actually, let me back up. I recorded that in BombBomb. I used to put that in BombBomb, what it would do, but now my CRM program, which yours should do as well, that you can put an auto email, and I actually now have that in an auto email with the birthday attached in the CRM is kind of what it is. BombBomb does have that option where you can put that through, but now I moved it all to the CRM. So now those automatic happy anniversary videos and all those videos go out automatically for me, that I don't have to worry about it, other than putting the dates in and making sure you hear that the birthday is in. So they like that. They'll send you a thank you very much. So every year when I have a really nice birthday cake, or we get something from Bunton Cakes, whatever that store is called, I go and grab it, and I'll do a video of that cake, and I just kind of talk about the cake and their birthday. So you just kind of redo it every year. I've done a crazy video where I've actually went down to Chevy's and actually had all the crew that was there come, because when they do the clapping and the birthday song, and I go, somebody's selling a birthday, and then I got free ice cream out of it, which was kind of fun. So a lot of people thought that was kind of cute and clever. So you can do something kind of fun like that as well. But thank you for that chat there on that one, on that. All right. But it is just starting. Number one, I didn't like that, I thought I got too professional, before, where I would try to do a little bit too much, but now you just kind of, the blooper videos is what people really like of mine the most. But here are some challenges of 1,000 people asked is, just getting in the habit, confidence, time, quality scripts, never. But you can actually, with AI is amazing. You actually can do scripts on your AI. There's even AI apps that actually move your eyes to the middle, but I could be really looking over here reading the script, but AI changes my eyes so it looks like it's going forward. There's a couple other apps of my favorite. I can't remember the one right now that I like that you actually can, put that in. It's fine. But anyway, technical effectiveness, but just start, guys. Just absolutely start, because 44% of cell users basically sleep with their phones. Okay, over 50% of web users search on their mobile phones every day, and 80% of mobile time is spent in apps. This was probably a 5-year-old survey, so I bet you these numbers have gone a little bit higher on that. All right, so I want you guys, home tours. We do a lot of home tours. But the biggest problem with home tours that I see on the MLS right now, and shout out, I don't remember her name. She's up there in the Yuba City office. She's newer agent, black hair. I'll come to me in a minute, but she's amazing. I keep watching all of it because she's in the video. And that's the kicker part. You could do a just listed, you just need to be in the video. So some of us just kind of put flash houses, like, hey, just sold this house, and some pictures of it. But if you're not in the video, they don't see you. And I really feel that you need to be in the video of just coming in and saying, hey, this is Eric, just want to share this amazing video. So I do a little video on the entry of around the front of the house, show the home in the background. Let's go in, let's go take a look at the home. Then I just kind of like, hey, and I'm you could walk without filming you, but I kind of like I'm holding my phone and I'm looking at me, then I just kind of turn my phone and I go, hey, John, check out this, and look at this, the warming oven and this pantry door that's behind me. And so you're just kind of walking through the house, so it's kind of more, it's not super professional as far as like stabilized or anything, but it's people kind of like to see that. Now you can get crazy with, I've got a Pivo camera, which is Pivo, P-I-V-O, that actually set it there and it actually follows me in the room, and which is nice. So adds a little bit more stability to it. But then while I'm actually showing the home and saying, oh, you guys need to come and take a look at this downstairs, it's got and I'm still in the living room. And I'm just talking about the home now. So I do one shot inside, one shot outside, and then the rest of it is basically a voiceover. So it's the view, the sunset views are just amazing, and the downstairs pool room and the game room is just great. So while I'm speaking now, then we're editing that in, and you can actually, and Jessica probably could say what she uses, but oh, she's still there. I don't remember, Jess, what software that you use, but
I use Clipchamp, and it's
Clipchamp.
on Windows. So it should be on your computer. It's just a Windows application called Clipchamp. Or you can use the TikTok editor or the Instagram Reels editor, depending on where you're posting your videos.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, so thank you, Kurt. That's what that was a question they just asked. Um, do you have something specific for the link tree? Um, yeah, my link tree that I had was you can add different links, so you can put whatever that links that you want to drop in there. So you know, I had contact me, my virtual magazine, explore my current listings, rate my agent reviews, Facebook, YouTube. I think there was some other one that was Instagram, and there's about 6 or 7 other additional ones that you can do. You can actually put book a listing appointment with me. You can put whatever links that you want to put in there for what, and you can change them around if you want to as well. And Jessica just put the Clip Champ chat in the message right there on that. But good questions. Editing, good. I think I got the questions there. All right, go back to this. So just make sure when you do a house tour that you're in it. You know, your face is in it, you're in it. So people want to see you. You want it, again, visibility trumps ability. They need to see you. Okay. And there's my link tree link that Jessica just put in there as well. Now I think what's really important too, guys, is that we need to micro down a little bit where you're doing like a video of your town, which is great, but do, I had the video of the Great Wolf Lodge and things. So I do a lot of videos when I'm on vacation and stuff, so I can show kind of where I go. But at the same time, this Auburn Woods is why I was actually, this development of why I actually moved to Auburn when my dad moved here, because of he was developing this. So I'm doing these little micro neighborhoods so people actually can come in and see smaller neighborhoods. There's a new series that I would love to do of, apartments. So like what apartments are, if you have a lot of apartments around. So I was in an apartment complex the other day thinking, I'm going to record some videos. So I'm shooting it, that we haven't put that video together, but showing what other options of living. You're just not about the $2 million home or the condo. It's about where, people still need to find a home, and a nice apartment is an opportunity to build relationships where then people who might be moving into an apartment, they might remember and say, oh yeah, Eric showed me, I remember watching that video of the apartments, and now I'm ready to go purchase something. And so I had some lady that walked in here, she said 20 years ago, I like helped her with some questions, and now she needs to sell her dad's home. And so these are things that I don't remember who she was, but 20 years ago, but they see you and they want to. So think about doing yes, a town video. And it can be really super simple, guys. Like literally the other day, I was in between appointments in Auburn and just drove down downtown Old Town Auburn with my phone, and clean the windshield a little bit better. And then my phone, I'm going, guys, I'm just driving downtown Auburn, and like, what's your favorite restaurant down here? And I would show you, this is my favorite restaurant, the Auburn Ale House. And that just like blew up and gets a bunch of views. The one I just drove down Nevada City. Oh, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon, guy. Just remember how beautiful the and I'm just showing, this is the Holbrook Hotel. This is this, and I'm just driving through. It was literally a 30-second video while I was already there, already being, showing homes. And that thing got thousands of views as well. So it just, they're there and they stay, but people want to see that kind of stuff. So break it down a little bit more into some neighborhoods. I do the, business tours. I go through and interview businesses and talk about what the businesses are and what they have to offer. And we put them together, and there was like 30 businesses and 30 places in 30 days that we just kind of went and did. And so we had a fun time meeting a lot of sellers and potential buyers as well, and just meeting the community because they like that. This is a market update right here. So this is actually the one I just did that Jessica has put together. It's a video market update that we just, and all I do, guys, is I just go and you can go to CAR.org. You can grab, things and stuff that they have. I know that if you guys haven't seen all of the graphs and stuff at CAR.org, but they have like per county, they have breakdowns of what your median price is, your what home sales are doing. And so I put this in the centerfold of my magazine there for people to see. But at the same time, you can actually just go get on a little PowerPoint or slides, put those in there. You just record your screen. You're in the upper left-hand corner, like on Loom. Loom is a free program as well, LOOM. I think it's like 5 minutes. I think you have to finish the video in. And so you can actually, then you can send that video out, part of your market update, just showing kind of what's going on, about what's happening. You can go pull wherever graphics that you want to pull from, whatever articles that you want, and then you just record it. And then they're about maybe 12 to 14 minutes. I think that, those are my longest videos as far as out there in the public. Most of my other ones are going to be 4 to 5 minute videos of a house kind of deal there too. Informational videos, again, I'm not saying that, some people do this. Some people actually will say, I'm going to spend the whole entire day recording video, which you're totally welcome to do so. But I feel like sometimes that we're too busy to do that. But I think that like on this one, I'm actually showing a house. They just left. The house is completely rotting away. There's dry rot everywhere. So I'm going to show what dry rot is. And so I just went around. And then there was this one, it was pouring down rain on the same day, this huge puddle in front of the house. And so when you're recording, you put your phone down, really low to it. It looked like it was a lake. So I'm like, hey guys, here's a new lakefront, property. And then I come up and I now pan out, and there I am standing in front of a house because there's this giant pond. So I'm like, who's looking for a lakefront? So things that you just kind of do that are kind of fun. People love the 10 tips when you're selling your home. They like 5 best things, 5 summer tips, things of that nature, which is great. So, so that's fun too. And, I know that, like what we're doing right now, that if you guys want to copy this idea, that's great. But I have those who have seen my vendor list and working with your vendors, we're putting together a spring clean coupon book for all my vendors who are like house cleaning, window washing, chimney cleaning, landscape. What are the other ones we're doing? Carpet cleaning. So these are things that people you would do in the spring. And so all my vendors are putting together I'm putting it together for them so they'll promote that. So I'm handing these out to people. So we'll be doing a video on that here shortly as well. Area tours, there's my Auburn one, Forest Hill Bridge one with some drone. That was kind of fun. Client videos, make sure you guys are getting client videos. This little lady right here has gotten me so many listings because they're watching that video about what I was able to do. Get specific though. So if you guys are working with expired listings, I want you guys to go collect 3 or 4 expired listing videos. And this is one of them right here, saying that I had my house on the market. It did not sell. Eric came in, repositioned it at the similar price, and he sold it. So those are now you have some marketing material that you can send specifically to expired listings. You can send it directly to new home buyers. You can send it to first-time home buyers. So I want them to do in the video of explaining a little bit about what they did. I mean, this one right here, this young couple, actually, we bought that house. And so I took some video while I was there at the walkthrough. I took a little aerial video. I took some videos of some of the kitchen, and then I put together this really cool little video for them with that stuff for them. So it wasn't even my listing video. It was just a video of them sitting around, and we recorded them in the front porch on the other side in the kitchen, and recorded and just shared a little bit about the experience about what it was working with me, which was fun. I do like cooking with your agent. I won't play this, but I basically go in, I cook with inside their kitchen, and I, of the house, showing other pictures of the home. Jess, I actually have a new one that we're going to do up in Grass Valley, by the way, last night. And so we'll just put that together, and then she puts it together, and I just cook some really fun recipes. And so then now what ends up happening is that you guys would end up doing, be smarter, not harder. But now when you go look at my recipes and stuff inside of my magazine that my wife puts together, and wherever these recipes are, so some of these are going to be our recipes, and you can actually then drop it in and actually put a QR code to the YouTube channel and say, hey, go check out this new recipe, the spring recipe that I think that you'll absolutely love. And then it's actually me actually cooking that food, which is great. So so that's kind of fun as well. I don't know where it went. But anyway, so that's good one on that one. Then I want you guys to do, somebody else just called, but you on my phone. Good. Then somebody else, like on the Matterport video, I have my own Matterport camera, but you could actually and can actually, the Matterport has some really nice videos of just showing some probably paid professionals, like showing how they do a Matterport and showing it. But I wanted to go extra. So I actually recorded myself actually doing the Matterport video. So then people would actually see that I'm actually doing it versus some model doing it. So make sure you go in interview business leaders. If you guys aren't sitting down right after a tour and going, hey, talk to me about the new 1031 tax exchange laws. Most of my videos that I shoot with these people, there's no editing. You just say, we're just going to film right through it. And you don't if you're in command of the conversation, you ask a question. I've got 5 questions. I say, hey, Bill, these are the 5 questions I'm going to ask, or just tell us, Bill, about what's going on with 1031 tax exchanges right now, of what we need to learn about in today's market with the new changes. It's a new year. And then Bill will just do a little video, and he'll share the video and it's about maybe 5-6 minutes long. Oh, hey, Bill, how do we contact you? Bill then will give this phone number, say, Bill, thank you so very much. And then we just stop the video and we publish it. So, very fun. You should be doing this with your pest guys, your home inspectors. So that way, when you recommend a home inspector, I already have videos that I can send over and say, this is what's next. Here's what we're going to be looking for in a home inspection. And then the buyer now, and they see Frank, my home inspector, they see me at the home inspection, looking at different things about the house. And so they feel better about what's happening next in their transaction. I do giving videos. So I meet with the people I donate things to. I do a video with them, promote that just so it gives that. We do some fun videos of utilizing my family about in vacant houses with cooking there, and then having the kids run to their dad, and he's leaving from work, coming home and running in the backyard, swimming in the yard. So it kind of feels like giving the people like an idea of what it feels like living in the house versus just saying, here's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. I don't know. We got lots of stuff. I know that Teresa said, are you going to finish all that? And I said, probably not. But we're actually really close. So, so recall, and 80% people, I'm so much better of actually watching a video and remembering something versus doing, reading something. And I'll be straight up, the house that I went to yesterday, and she told me the person that referred me. I have no idea who that person is who referred me to this lady. And she goes, oh yeah, she said, I need to watch your cooking with your video, video as well. And I'm going, I have no idea who you are, but somebody's watching my videos and they're actually remembering who I am. So then when somebody said, who should I sell my house with? They said, oh, you got to call Eric. And so that's how I got into that house last night. So anyway, what other questions you guys have? I will go ahead and move this one. I will stop sharing the screen there, and I will pause the recording here.